Hi, ladies. Welcome to a total full body banger of a workout. So we're going to go through just dumbbell workout, working for 40 seconds, resting for 20 seconds. There's 10 exercises. We're going to go through the whole sequence 3 times. So I'll show you guys what we're doing. We'll do a quick warm up as always, get into the workout. We'll rest for some water between each cycle of the circuit. And then we'll end with a cool down, come into a little bit of breath work to finish off. So I'm going to show you guys what we're doing. So for reference, I have an 8-pound dumbbell, a 10 and 15. So make sure you're challenging yourself. This one's going to be a little bit higher of a count of time. So we're not going to go quite as heavy. We're doing a lot of compound movements here. So adding a lot of different variation that's not going to really allow us to go very heavy. So we're going to get right into it. We're going to start with a squat and curl to press. So grabbing our dumbbells, our feet are hip width apart. Dumbbells are going to be at our side for the squat portion. So taking that nice core embrace, big breath in, get that core in, come down into your squat, back up, turn those wrists forward into our curl and press. So I'm slowing that down quite a bit. So as we start to go, we'll speed it up to our squat, curl right into our press. So this is what it's going to look like. And then we are going to go into renegade rows plus a push-up. So keeping those weights handy, coming into our plank. So we're on our, we're holding the dumbbells with our hands in our plank position. I like to have my feet nice and wide. It helps with a nice stable base. I'm going to row one dumbbell, come into a push-up, push back, the other dumbbell. Push up in between each arms. Whew. That one's going to be spicy. Then we are going to go into a B stance squat plus a curtsy. So whichever our stationary leg is, that's going to be the leg or the hand the dumbbell's in. So we're going to come up to a shoulder rack. I'm going to start with my right foot grounding down. B stance, meaning the toes are up, or the toes are on the ground, heel is up, and my toes are in line with my heel. So I'm going to be putting more of that emphasis on my right leg. I'm going to come into a squat, back up. I'm going to step the left foot back into a curtsy, back into that B stance squat, back into the curtsy. All right, from there, we are going to do that one 40 seconds or 20 seconds, 20 seconds. So I'll tell you the halfway point. From there, we're going to come into kneeling bicep curls. So coming into that kneeling position, grab your dumbbells, toes curl under, palms face forward. And coming into just a nice bicep curl here, core remains engaged. Full extension up, lower all the way down. Ooh. Then from there, we're coming into our bridge hold plus skull crusher. So please make sure you have a really good grasp on your dumbbell. Coming down onto our back, knees bent. Feet are hip width apart. Lift those hips up, arms up. We're holding here, slow, controlled skull crusher. So it's just that flexion and extension at the elbow, really working our triceps. At the same time, glutes are gonna get a little fiery. Whew. All right, we are staying down for the next few exercises. So placing that heavy dumbbell aside, then we are gonna go into a little bit of a core exercise. So I'm gonna reach for my smaller, a little bit lighter, my 10-pound one. We're coming into knee tuck plus flies. So we're gonna start with our dumbbells up. So our fly, I'll break the movement down, is when we open our arms out to the side, come back to center. So working our chest muscles here, but we're gonna add a little bit of core work. So as we come out, our knees are gonna come in as our legs go out, dumbbells up. So it's a little coordination. You can keep that chin tucked in for a little added core. Whew. Then we're coming into side lying, a little bit of work for our inner thighs. So we're gonna be on one of our hips. That same hip, we're grounding through that forearm. Back leg is bent. So we really wanna work the inner thigh here. So my right arm is up, my left leg's extended. I'm bringing them both to center. I'm trying to reach my hand for my left toe. So nice cross the body, working our core, working our inner thighs. We're gonna switch sides, do the other side, and then we're gonna come into our single arm sit-up. So coming back down to our back, we're gonna start with the weight in our right hand, left arm can be out to the side for a little bit of support here. We're coming all the way up, press that dumbbell up and down. Good. And then we'll switch sides. So I'm actually going to switch the timing so that we do our B stance, squat, and curtsy for a full 40 seconds each leg. So there'll be 11 exercises in total. So we're gonna get ready for our warm-up. All right. Good. So 11. Perfect. All right, so let's get up to our feet. So again, we're working for 40 seconds each exercise. We'll have 20 seconds of rest, so a little bit longer than we usually rest. We usually rest for 15. But since these are compound movements, some of them are a lot tougher, we'll have that little bit of a break between to get our heart rate going. So let's start just warming up, coming into some torso rotations here. Whew. And again, we're gonna rest between each full circuit. Allow our heart rate to come down, grab some water. So there's not gonna be much time to have a water break between exercises. Feet nice and wide. Opposite hand, reach down for the toes. The other hand is extending up to the air, getting a little rotation here of the torso, working through the hamstrings. We'll be feeling a little stretch for our glutes. Good. All right, coming back to center, just a quick warm up, opening that right knee up and back in. A little bit of mobility for our hip joint. So we can get our squat nice and deep. Keep that chest upright, our B stance and our curtsy. So coming into a few different leg exercises here. Good, and switch legs. Slow, controlled movement. Make sure, as always, you're connected in with your breath as we work. Try to challenge yourself. Continue through the exercise, even if you need to drop your weight. I'd rather you deload than give up. Let's reach the right arm across the chest, work into our shoulder just a bit. Good, and switch sides. Nice, let's get those triceps, bend one elbow, gently push it back with the opposite hand. And switch. Good, all right, so let's get ready to go. Again, I have 15s, a set of 15s, a set of 10s, and 1 8 for that single arm sit up. That one can get real spicy. So making sure I have a lighter weight just in case I need to deload. All right, I'd rather not compromise my form with a sit up. All right, so we're going to that squat and press. We have 3 seconds, so let's get ready. Dumbbells in our hands, feet hip width apart. Okay, 40 seconds on the clock. We're gonna squat, come right into that curl, right into our press. Good. I really want you to focus on that squat form. This one gets the heart rate going with that press above our head with our dumbbell. Nice. Good. We have 5 seconds left. And rest. Coming into those renegade rows, so let's not go too far away from our mat. Good. Let that heart rate come down just a bit. We're coming into that plank position, holding the dumbbells with our hands. We're gonna row up, push up in between. Here we go. In our plank, core engaged, row, and push up. If you need to drop your knees, you can. We're doing a push up between each arm. Good. Try not to sway the hips too much as we row up. Nice. Woo. 40 seconds here is gonna be tough. Drop your knees if you have to. Even come down low, drop your knees to push back up, back into your plank. And rest. That one was spicy. All right, getting ready for those B stance plus the curtsy. We're gonna start with our right foot. Right foot's grounding, which means we have a shoulder rack in the right hand. We're on those left toes. Here we go, 40 seconds squat. Step right back into that curtsy. B stance squat, into our curtsy, back and forth. Good. Nice. Almost there, 15 seconds. Whew. Good. If you need to drop down to a side position with your dumbbell, you can. Good. 2 and 20 seconds. Then we're gonna go into the opposite side. If you started in that shoulder rack and you modified halfway, start opposite side in that shoulder rack again. Work as hard and long as you can, full variation. All right, here we go. Up on those right toes now, squat into that curtsy. Nice. Good. Whew. Keep that core engaged. Sometimes I find just by gently touching the muscle I want to engage helps me feel that engagement. Whew. 2 and rest. That was tough. Good job though. We're coming into a kneeling bicep curl. On our knees, grab those heavy biceps or heavy dumbbells. But if you have a smaller set, you can always work through some drop sets, meaning drop down the heavy dumbbells, pick up lighter. Here we go, 40-second bicep curls. Keep those elbows nice and tight into the body. I am already completely out of breath. Yeah, lifting those arms. We have 15 seconds left on the clock. Good job, guys. We're moving right in to our seated sequence after this. So working from the top all the way down to the mat. One more curl and rest. Okay, let's toss one of those dumbbells aside. We're gonna get ready to be in our bridge position, holding that bridge at the top, coming into those skull crushers. So make sure you have a good grasp on that dumbbell. 3, 2, 1, hips lift up, just that bend at the elbow. Extend the arms back up. Keep that chin tucking in nicely towards the chest. We're up on the shoulders, hips are nice and high. Push those heels down into the ground. Nice strong glutes. Knees aren't buckling in. They are not collapsing outwards. Nice strong legs here. You feel your triceps burning. Almost at the end, and rest. Good job. All right. Oh, that was tough. I'm gonna bring my heavy weight down, my 15, and I'm gonna grab my 10 because we're coming into that knee tuck plus the dumbbell fly. I'm going to start on the out position with my knees in. Dumbbells come together as the legs come out. My chin is staying tucked in. You can bring a little sway of the hips up as you do a reverse crunch. Getting a little core action in as we work our chest. Those push-ups are going to be even harder after these flies. Almost done, 10 seconds left on the clock. 3, and rest. Woo. Let's keep those dumbbells down. We're coming into that side lying, hand to toe tap. Fix my shorts here quickly. Let's start with the left side. We're on our left side, on our left forearm, right knee bent, left leg extended, right arm up in the air. Bring the 2 into center. See if you can get your legs nice and high. Putting that right arm crossing over the body. Good. Lovely. This one is spicy, spicy. Good job, guys. 10 seconds left. 7. Woo. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Okay, we're coming to the opposite side. We're on our right hip, right forearm down, right leg extended, left knee bent, left arm is going to be up. Let's see if it feels more awkward on the other side. I always find one side feels worse than the other. Here we go, 40 seconds. Nice. Good. Yep, this side definitely feels a little bit more awkward. I feel this one more in my core, on my left side. Good. Ooh. Feeling this. Good job. We're going right in single arm sit up. We're doing 1 arm at a time, meaning we're doing back-to-back 40-second sit-ups. Good. And rest. Okay. I'm using my 8-pound weight because I know this burns my shoulder pretty good. So I'm going to start with my right hand. Get ready. We have 10 seconds. Feet are grounding down. We're coming into a nice, slow, controlled sit-up, pushing the dumbbell towards the ceiling as we come up. The other arm can be extended out, slowly rolling back down. Use a little control here. If you have a really hard time doing a full sit-up, use a pair of dumbbells, lock your toes under the handles, and it'll help give you a little bit of that leverage. I'm using a bit of momentum on the way up. I'm doing a really slow, controlled descent down. So I'm almost coming down vertebrae by vertebrae, really challenging my core. We're almost to the end. One more sit up and rest. Okay, we're gonna switch sides. I'm gonna use my left hand to lead that dumbbell. Right arm's gonna come and hover just for a little counterbalance. We have 1 more exercise and we're gonna grab some water. Okay, 5 seconds. Let's get back down to our back. Left arm extends. Here we go. Good. Slow the descent. Push that dumbbell up. Good job. Try to keep those feet grounding down. The dumbbell stays directly over the body. Good. Almost there. 12 seconds. Almost at the end. 3, 2, and rest. Good job. All right, dumbbell down. Good job. Oh, let's grab some water. Few minutes here, minute or two to hydrate, to slow down that breath. We're gonna do this circuit 2 more times. Whew. Let that heart rate come down. Get ready for our squat, curl to press, our renegade rows plus our push-up between each row. And then we're going into that single arm B stance squat plus curtsy lunge, kneeling bicep curl, our bridge hold plus our skull crusher, our knee tucks plus dumbbell flies, working more of our chest. And then we're going that laying, side laying, hand to toe, both sides, single arm sit up, both sides, and then one more lap. So hopefully you've hydrated. Let's get back up onto our feet. Good job. I'm gonna start the timer. I'm gonna grab my heavy set of dumbbells and we're gonna do this again. So hopefully you're enjoying this workout. Hopefully you're challenging yourself with some nice heavy weights. Okay, here we go. Gonna count us down 10 seconds. I'm gonna get my dumbbells ready. At the side, okay. Feet hip width, time on the clock has started. Squat, curl up, press. Good. Squat. So if you turn your wrist forward, you're coming into a nice bicep curl, press up, come back down, squat. If you keep your wrist facing in, you're coming into a hammer curl. A little bit easier. So depending how much you want to challenge yourself with the weight you have, those are your 2 variations. So hammer, press up, squat down, or traditional bicep to our press and rest. Okay, dumbbells down. Good job. That one always gets my heart rate going. We have 10 seconds. We're coming into our renegade rows. Nice wide stance with our legs. Try not to let the hips sway. The torsion control's a little bit tough. All right, we're in our plank. Time's on the clock. Row 1. Come into our push-up. Back up. Row the other. Push up. Because we're in a plank, when we do our push-up, it is going to be a tricep push-up. So maybe you need to drop your knees for the whole thing. Totally fine. Maybe you're coming up to the full plank for the renegade portion, our rows, and you're dropping for your push-up. And rest. Had a hair tickling my side. Was not sure if it was a spider. It's not. Okay. For those of you who know me, I do not like spiders. All right. Right into that B stance. Shoulder rack on the left toes. Squat to curtsy. Squat. Good. Remember, you can drop down, have the dumbbell at your side, a little bit easier. Good. Whew. I'm at the time mark where my shoulder becomes fireballs. So I will always choose a modification and rest versus just stopping and not pushing myself to the end. So again, I'd rather see you drop the weight, deload the weight, switch your hands versus just stopping the workout altogether. Here we go. Left side on those right toes, squat, curtsy. When you step back to your curtsy, I want that back knee nice and low. Good job. Right after this, we're into our kneeling bicep curls. Good. So I've changed my hand stance. Still focusing on getting low in the squat and my curtsy. Okay. Let your heart rate come down. We have a 20-second rest. Oh, 10 seconds. 20 seconds feels very fast today. Okay, let's get ready for our bicep curls. So if you need to, you can just come into hammer curls or wrist forward and you're curling those dumbbells up to your shoulders. I just realized we have 2 sets of bicep curls in here. Good job, guys. Breathe through. Elbows stay tucked in. We're not swinging our body here. Control. For 3, 2, and rest. Coming into our bridge hold skull crushers. Down on your back. Knees bent, get that heavy dumbbell ready. We have 8 seconds. All right, here we go. Dumbbell up. Lift those hips. Elbows stay nice and locked in place. And it's just that flexion and extension, bringing that dumbbell nice and close to the forehead. Heels press down. Good. Triceps are definitely feeling this after those tricep push-ups. This is a tough circuit, guys. Nice. And rest. Absolutely amazing. Okay, we're not going too far. Knees in. Those knee tuck, dumbbell flies. All right. However you're starting, legs out, fly open, knees in. Good. This is a tough combo exercise. You gotta slow control that fly to really focus on the legs and core. Nice. Your legs don't have to come all the way down. Just enough that you can keep that lower back nice and firm on the ground. And rest. That one was a tough one. Okay, we have our side lying. Let's get onto that left side. Left forearm down. We're on that left hip. Right foot grounding down. Right knee bent. Right arm up. Here we go. The left foot, right hand connect. Good job. This one feels like a rest until I flip to my other side. Good job. So anytime it feels like that, a lot harder on one side versus the other, you can tell you're holding some type of imbalance within the body that's contributing to one side being a little bit more difficult, whether it's in the hip, the back, and we're going to our right side. We're on that right hip, right forearm is down. Left arm's up. This time our left hand and our right foot are going to meet in the center or as close to center as we can. Here we go. This looks like a crocodile mouth. Good job. Like right away, I feel this in my core on the left side, right side. Felt nothing. But I'm also working through a left lower back, hip issue. So it makes a lot of sense that I'm feeling this much more on this side. And that's why sometimes it's important to do these single-sided movements so that we can make sure one side is not completely dominating, especially when you do like bench press with the barbell. If your right arm dominant, your right arm will always be taking more of that load. Always a good time to switch. Here we go, 40 seconds into dumbbell bench press, just so you can make sure that left arm is getting adequately strengthened to match the right. All right, we're halfway. Super tough to talk through it. I hope everybody is feeling good. Almost 3, one more sit up, 2, and rest. Let's get back down on our back. Left hand has the dumbbell. My goodness. Almost there. We have 8 seconds. Focus on that breath. Nice deep breath in. All right, let's go. Opposite side. My core is becoming very fatigued. Good job. Keep going. Don't give up. Nice slow descent. Try to keep the feet down if you can. As your core begins to fatigue, the opposite side is going to be much harder. All right, one more and wow. Good job, guys. Grab some water. Whew. That core one was tough, tough, tough. All right, let's get a drink. A drink of water. We are going to do this circuit one more time. If you have a really light weight, I would suggest, if you don't feel challenged enough, do this circuit at least one more time. Really get that heart rate up there, really start to work the body. But you definitely need to make sure you're increasing your weight, overloading your muscles continuously. So if you've been using 10 pounds for the past year you've been working out with me, then it's definitely time to invest in some more dumbbells. I know everybody is on different financial budgets, but investing in your health, making sure that your musculoskeletal system stays nice and strong as we age, very important. Doing our resistance training also boosts our testosterone, which is going to impact the amount of lean muscle that you can put on your body. It's going to boost your metabolism. There is absolutely no disadvantage to strength training other than potential of injury, but that could happen walking down the street, right? So definitely make sure you're investing in heavier dumbbells because you want to feel that muscle burn. You want to see your muscles grow. You want to get the full advantage and benefit of the movement you're doing. Okay, let's go. We're coming back into squat and press with that curl in between. So whether you're doing hammer curl or you're going to come into another bicep curl, option is yours because we have kneeling bicep curl. So if you want to take the hammer for the squat and press and come into the traditional bicep curl for our kneeling, that is an option as well. Okay, 10 seconds is going to count us down. Get ready. Good job. So we're coming into our squat first. Feet hip width. Here we go. 40 seconds. Sink those hips down. Come into our bicep curl to our press. Woo. Good job. I want you to get your hips nice and low, thighs pretty much parallel to the ground. Core stays pulled in. Chest stays lifted. We are not folding our chest forward. We have maybe one more squat and press. Let's go, ladies. Press and rest. Okay. This one here, this renegade rows of push-up. This is my least favorite exercise of all time ever. I hate renegade rows. I don't know if it's the plank, the row, if it's the push-up, if it's the combination. I don't like it, but here we are. I'm doing it because it's beneficial. Here we go. So you can take a modified if you're really fatigued here at this point. Knees down. You can row up. Don't skip your push-up. Drop your knees. Don't cross your ankles. No imbalances in the hips. Crossing the ankles is going to lead one hip to be a little higher than the other. Woo! Even modified. This sucks. Good job. 3, 2, and rest. That wasn't fun. I apologize for adding that one in here. Okay, up on our feet, single arm, C-stance squat to our curtsy lunge. Again, I know my shoulder is going to burn out. I'm going to challenge myself, and I'm going to do my squat and my curtsy as long as I can with my shoulder rack before I drop down. It's not going to be too long. Oh my goodness. I also had very spicy upper body day yesterday. So I'm feeling these upper body movements. Good. I don't usually do back-to-back workouts like this. I like to give my rest, my body a good recovery, but timing doesn't always work out perfectly in life. So here I am, I'm doing it. We're doing it together. Minimal complaining, just a little, minimal. Okay, left hand shoulder rack on those right toes, B stance to our curtsy. Nice. Ooh. Let's go, keep that core in nice and tight. Nice. Okay, 10 seconds. Right to the end here. This is our last standing workout or exercise. And rest. Bicep curls. Kneeling. Bicep curls. Down to our knees, toes curled under. We have 8 seconds. Let that heart rate come down. Here we go. We're on our knees. Palms face forward for that traditional bicep curl. Elbows stay locked into the side. They don't have to press into your side. So my elbows are not moving other than the flexion and extension at that joint. Good job. 10 seconds left. Right to the end. 5, 4. Let's get one more curl in. And done. Come back down to our back. Grab for your dumbbell. We're coming into our bridge hold plus our skull crusher. We have 3, 2, 1. Hips up, arms extension tucked in. And we're holding here. Slow, controlled movement. Good. Your tricep should be on fire. If you ever have any questions about the workout or what weight you should be using, or if you're feeling something completely different than what I'm kind of describing throughout our workout, please send me a message, email, DM, text if you have my number. I'm always willing to kind of chat about what's going on. Make sure you're getting the most out of your workout. Okay, let's get ready for our flies and our knee tucks. These ones are tough too. 3, 2, let's get in place. I'm gonna start open and close. Oh, I feel like I have more control over my core with my chin tucked in. Nice. Good job. Halfway. If you need to put your head down because you have a little tension in the neck, you can. Going. One more. And rest. All right. Dumbbells down. Let's get onto our left side. Left side. Right foot grounds down. Our right arm is going to come up. And 40 seconds. Good job, guys. So get that leg nice and high. Breathe, breathe, breathe. We have 10 seconds left. We have 3 more exercises. Right side of this one, single arm sit up. And let's switch sides. On our right forearm, left foot grounding down, left knee bent. Right leg is straight. I'm going to show you how to modify those single arm sit-ups if you'd like. Come into some crunches. You can drop the weight. Left arm up. Here we go. Breathing here, guys. Nice. We're more than halfway. We have 2 more exercises. Nice. 3, 2, and rest. So if you'd like to modify your single arm, you can drop the dumbbell all together, which I find a little bit harder. I find that dumbbell helps create a little counterbalance on your way up. You can come into some crunches if you'd like. Whatever feels best for you here. And again, you can put your feet, your toes up against the wall for a little bit of counterbalance. Or you can tuck them underneath a dumbbell, which I might do for the next round. Again, my left arm is just kind of hovering, floating. Good. Let's switch. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can tuck my toes underneath these 15s to give me a little bit of leverage. And then you just kind of squeak your feet under. These aren't the greatest. There, let's see if it'll hold. Good, we're coming down. Left arm is leading up and back down. This is our last one. We can't give up here. Even though we may want to. what I like to tell myself is there's 20 seconds on the clock. I can literally do anything for 20 seconds. So when I want to give up, that's kind of what I look at. I can do anything for one more second. And rest. Good job, guys. That was super tough. My arms feel like noodles. Let's get those dumbbells out of here. Woo! Take a moment to let that heart rate come down. So very low impact, depending on how heavy you went, is really going to determine how high your heart rate went, how much your muscles were challenged, how fatigued you feel. If you're a very beginner to working out, you can do the majority of these with fairly lightweight, if not body weight. All right, good job, guys. So we are going to cool down. Let's stretch out our legs nice and wide. Let's come into a wide leg forward fold. So what I want you to do is I want you to keep these toes flexing back towards your body as you hinge at the waist to fold forward, walk your hands out. And we're just gonna hold wherever you feel that resistance hit. Maybe you feel it in the inner thighs, maybe you feel it in the low back. Maybe you're like me and your triceps are shaking and you feel it there too, just with your arms extended. Good. All right, bring that in. We're gonna bring our left leg so that the shin is parallel if you're using a mat to that front short edge of the mat. We're gonna internally rotate the right leg so that both our legs are at that 90-90. And you can stay upright if you really already feel a stretch, but you might be feeling it more in this right hip. And we wanna bring it more into the left. So from here, we're gonna start to hinge forward and walk our hands away from the body. And we're gonna hold in this figure 4 stretch. So as we hold in these isolated stretches, I very much want you to tune into your breath. Is it very uncontrolled right now? Do you find it's very short and shallow? I want you to see if you can deepen it. Nice deep breath in. Slow breath out. And if you find you have a hard time controlling your breath, try to count a 4 breath in and a 4 breath out. Walk your fingertips back in, and we're gonna turn our torso so that we're now facing over this left thigh and walk the hands away from the body. And we're gonna hold here in this nice juicy stretch. Good, let's walk back. Keep that left hand down by the left hip, bend through that elbow so you can carefully swing that right leg into center. And we're gonna switch sides. So the right leg is rotating internally or externally with this leg, internally with this leg. And we're back to the 90-90 on the opposite side. So again, here, you might be feeling it more in this left hip. Let's fold forward, walk those hands away. See if we can get that stretch into the right glute. Heart rate should be nice and slow now. And walk those hands back in, turn the torso so it's over that right thigh, and we're gonna walk the hands away from the body again. Good stretch. And come back into center, right palm down, bend through that right elbow, swing that left leg back, come into a seated position. We're gonna roll the shoulders back a few times. And then bring the hands in front of the body, interlace the fingers, press the palms away, and allow your back to begin to round and your chin to tuck into your chest. We're gonna hold here. You can scoop the belly in, really exaggerate that rounded back. Good. Come back to center. Let's roll those shoulders back a few times again. And then hands come behind the back. You can just clasp the hands. You don't have to interlace here if you don't like it. And we're pressing the hands away from the back to really round through the front of the body. So the chest opens, the shoulders pull back, maybe lift the head up. So there's a slight arch to our back here as we open through the front body. And this stretch might be a really tight and tense for some people because oftentimes in life we roll our shoulders forward, whether we're on our phone, we're driving, we're at the computer. This is a really good stretch to start opening through that front body, reverse a little bit of that forward rounding. Good. Come back to center. Roll the shoulders again. Let's bring the right arm up, bend at that elbow, stretch to those triceps. Mine are on fire still, so this is a nice juicy stretch. So control the heart rate, control the breath, switch arms. Good job. Roll those shoulders just a few more times back. Maybe roll the head, semicircle, stretch through the neck. Come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Palms connect. Exhale, slowly come back down to center. Slow and controlled release of that breath. Again, inhale, reach those arms up. Slow exhale, come all the way back down. One more time, inhale. And slow exhale. Roll those shoulders back a few more times, guys. Thank you so much for working out with me today. I hope you had a blast. I hope your muscles are challenged. I will see you guys again next time. Have a good day.